know what the druid's name is. I hope to. Will I? Oh, nah. I'd have to be like, could I? A specific goal. Like, I hope to achieve learning the druid's name. Is that a possibility?
Is this a ritual or is this like?
Yeah,
spell
it's a ritual.
slashers?
I can literally cast this as much as I want.
So
and
we
ask
could
as
just
many
sit here
questions.
all day guessing names.
Yeah.
DM, while he's ritually casting this spell, can I slip that gem that warns of impending doom into his pocket while he's preoccupied?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand is going to be 21.
Valen wouldn't know. I can roll. Rolls my critical hit. I got you, bitch. No. Actually, I don't even think. Yeah, give me a second. Perception is a +1. Yeah, so I'll just roll. I got a 20, so no. Wow, I rolled a 19. So no, I don't see you do it.
Fantastic. Can't wait for you to find it.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm trying to load up the description for Lesser Gamble right now.
Valen finds the Stone of Doom.
But it's just spinning. It's
Just
okay
like
though.
the world.
Just like the world just keeps spinning and turning. Just keeps going around.
Spinning.
Here we go.
For now.
All right. Let me get your are you gonna do some lesser gambling? Who's doing
I am, of course I am. You know better than that.
All right. What's your roll?
Uh, 80.
80.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, roll a d6.
5.
You have magically you feel the dice spinning and tumbling. You hear the whir of the wheel of fortune spinning. And the gold that you have held in your hand as a offering to the weave has disappeared, and in your hand has appeared a +1 magical shield.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Didn't we just like have a whole batch of those made?
Mold earth.
Yep.
Well, dang.
But do you want to catch it? Do you want to cast it again? It's so hard not to. Give me a wisdom.
I don't know. I guess I'll make a wisdom save. That's a 19.
You tell yourself maybe later.
Damn, that's.
Valen, do you have gold for a casting of the Lesser Gamble?
I could, but I need to save it so I can buy scrolls whenever we get somewhere. Because I've only got 100, so like, Valen like really like basically Valen is looking for like divination spells because it'll cost him a lot less.
Think of all the scrolls you could buy if you sold a +1 shield.
Yeah.
All the scrolls to buy if I come with you.
Yeah. I mean, you could get like, you could get so much. I mean, you got a giant shark before. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Perhaps not a sound investment, but
go ahead and spend it.
Okay.
Did you guys actually who butchered that shark, by the way?
Sure, that was the jackal.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackal. Give me a stealth check with advantage.
My inventory.
ooh.
The shark head?
Shark?
50.
The shark's head is like the same size as Timmy.
And I'll
Where
also
is your
buy
dress?
more.
Say what, Jackal?
red as a dress, like over the head and all the way down.
Yeah.
Just a shark head with little legs poking out of the bottom of him.
His little
Oh,
kobold
God.
mermaid outfit.
There's half the mermaid that nobody likes.
Oh, God.
The fish head and human legs.
This game is so stupid.
All right. Christy, what was your stealth check?
21,
21. Okay. Christy.
which is probably the best you'll ever see from me.
Yeah, that was very good. So, Christy, you know this, but when you were combing through the entrails of that giant shark that was butchered, the one previously summoned by Lesser Gamble, you did find a in its stomach, clutched inside of a deteriorated and partially digested fist, a small bag full of about 200 gold pieces worth of gems.
Oh wow.
Really?
So that was a couple days ago. You could choose whether or not you had shared that with the party or not. Up to you.
Well, I was sorting through the entrails, and I thought to myself, "There's some really cool stuff here." I mean, there was an old wine bag. There was a horse's bit. There was actually a couple of horseshoes in them, which I thought was so strange. But I tried to point it out. I showed Valen the horseshoe, and he lost interest immediately. He did something like, I didn't look. I didn't pay attention.
It was covered in
I don't know what he
bile.
did.
Don't you know that is what you use to make glue, horse feet?
Horse feet, yes. But I tried to tell everybody that there were some interesting things in the stomach, but no one listened. So I kept the horseshoes if anyone wants one.
Oh yeah.
So I guess that means the jackal didn't
No.
bother to share the discovery of the gems. Cool.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. You did your best. This group is just like really difficult to deal with sometimes.
Sometimes. So yeah, just add that to your character sheet. You've got 200 gold pieces worth of gems. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So you guys set off. Is there anybody else that's doing any
Yeah.
prep work at the beginning of their day?
I'll do lesser gamble.
To be
as well.
honest,
Well,
she
I
should
heard
keep the
someone
gems.
say lesser gamble.
Yeah, Valen.
Oh.
Well, let Wes.
All right,
let's go
Valen.
ahead. Well, no, let Wes.
Wes, what you were saying though.
No, I just said she should keep the gems. Especially if she can revive us at some point. She needs as many gems as she can get.
Isn't it Valen that uses the gems in his? Who is it that uses all the gems in their casting?
Pretty
me.
sure it's you.
I'll take them.
You have
Revivify.
That takes gems.
Yes.
It actually specifies a diamond
you?
of like 300 gold value.
Revivify, I think, is it a 200
Yeah.
gold piece diamond?
Something like that.
300.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like 300 gold piece diamond. So it's
And
it's
then
super
Raised Dead is a
specific.
500 gold piece diamond.
Or it's
300.
300 gold pieces worth of diamonds, so it could be like a whole bag of smaller ones or something like that.
Right.
Or even
But
dust,
like
right?
200 golds of random gems wouldn't work for that.
Oh, hey, it's diamonds.
Maybe.
Look at that.
Oh, it's diamonds.
Hey!
Definitely
Shit,
keep it now.
that's not a good sign, you guys.
You're right.
It's like when a video game tells you to autosave right before you walk in the room.
Do not turn off autosaving in progress.
Uh-oh.
Here's a place to stock up on all of your stuff. You need health potions? You're gonna need them.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Valen, what was your lesser gamble roll?
Oh, I didn't roll it yet. Give me a moment. It is
Thought I had
a 14.
Oh, I do. I can also cast Revivify.
Say what, Valen?
14.
14. 14's a fun one.
Is it?
Look at you.
You standing alone, you cast Lesser Gamble, the gold that you've held dear and tried to save disappears from your hand. Nothing replaces it at first, but you hear a faint whistle coming from
you're
the
a
air
son of a
above you.
bitch.
Coming from the air above me?
Yes, and before you can even have time to react, all of a sudden, you hear the tiniest of impacts, like hail or rain, as 1,000 arrows plunge into the snow around you.
I'm dead.
No, they don't hit you. They fall completely around you, not touching you in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, we needed arrows.
You have 1,000 arrows.
Resupply.
Does anybody need any arrows?
I feel like Valen is just like standing there, like frozen, because 1,000 arrows just landed all around him.
There's like a faint keening wail coming from within your mouth and face.
And without Trafalgar's help, there's a slight smell of poo in the air.
Which he is very quietly prestidigitating right now.
What did you do, Valen?
I did what you did. There's no difference.
You had arrows fired at you from the sky.
We're under attack. Quick, somebody grab an arrow.
Like 20. I'll take like.
Quick, Valen, cast all of your strongest spells.
Yeah, I'll take some of them. I don't need 1,000, but I'll take some of them.
I cast Fireball. Max level spell. Boom, right on top of myself.
Oh
You're not gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill me.
It's how he would have wanted it, you know.
And then I counterspell myself.
All right, that's 2 third-level slots down. Woo! Oh, my work here is proceeding as planned. All right, so
I mean,
yes.
I would
I'll
just.
take some.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll take some of the arrows.
Yeah, go right ahead. Take all of you can take as many of these arrows as you want. I mean, they are for the group. What we don't take, shove in his leg. Points to Trafalgar.
Hey, limited room.
Look, we've got as many bodies as we need in there. I think a few little arrows will fit.
There's bodies in there. We got rid of the bodies, remember?
No, I know. I distinctly remember not getting rid of the hands and the foot.
there might be some brain matter left there. I mean,
kidney.
Yeah, maybe.
That small little man that we shoved in there, broken bones and everything.
But you mean the one who I shot in the head? Yeah, I'm sure there's some gray matter still around.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's just floating weightless in the extra-dimensional space. Slowly orbiting all the things that Trafalgar has placed in his leg. They slowly orbit each other, and in the midst is this gray matter that's like floating against the flow,
Like
just smacking up against everything that he's put in his leg.
It's like a little
His leg
asteroid
is a
belt.
Well,
CSI dream.
So real quick, I want to do the normal morning scouting stuff, but also at some point during the morning, I do want to approach Trafalgar, because I know that that a couple of folks have like those monocles of night vision or whatever, and I would like to approach Trafalgar. See, I recently discovered that the Daisy's a little night blind. I don't suppose that at some point in the future there's any way you could like whip up a couple of like tiny little steampunk glasses for like night vision out of the stuff we have. Just throwing it out there if it's a possibility.
I mean, I can attempt it at some point when we've got time to actually sit down and craft things.
So if it's a possibility, that'd be super fantastic.
Yes, it'll be some time before we can do that, but
I mean, I don't understand it. She literally comes from like winter in the Feywild where it is always dark, and somehow she doesn't have night vision. Something about this doesn't compute with me, but maybe it's just a material plane thing. Who knows?
possibly.
Maybe she just doesn't like shit in her eyes.
Cool. So, yeah, it's pretty clear that somebody doesn't want us going where we're going. So I'd say that's a good sign that we should get going there.
Where are we going?
How did
A
this stone get in my
Netherese ruin.
pocket?
Hey, it's Netherese. You hear that, Valen?
No. What?
Like, aren't all wizards supposed to get a hard on for the Netherese stuff?
Why are you talking about my underneaths?
I don't know. Maybe I'm making assumptions on what gets you off.
Okay.
I can tell you what gets me off.
No, it's okay.
All right.
This shit just got interesting. I think we have to go to a side here for a second. Roll awkwardness initiative.
Roll hardness and initiative.
No.
That's what it sounded like you said. I promise to God.
Oh god.
Sound like that too.
I wish I'd said that because that was fucking cool.
Well, my strength is a -1, but my dexterity is a +3.
Sounds like fun.
All right. So, you guys set out. Let's see. You do, Larry. You do find where, it seems that this druid kind of appeared, for lack of a better word, and left tracks leading to the overlooking you all. That disappeared into freshly disturbed snow and ground. You assume where she tunneled further with that salamander.
So the salamander, when it tunnels, it doesn't like leave a hole. It just like fills in afterwards behind it.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, cool.
Yep. You guys set back out. Go ahead and give me somebody roll me a D100.
But before we leave,
Okay.
I'm going to get everybody together,
All right.
and you're going to have to listen to me for 10 minutes.
Oh, these are great.
While I have an arousing speech about how great we're doing.
Please, let's hear the speech.
Arousing for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set my timer now.
Valen busts out his rations, starts eating.
How many?
Cigarette.
How many people in our party?
There are 7.
7.
7
And now word from my friend, Andy Dufresne.
So all 6 people, other than me. Well, Rygar can handle himself. We're all going to get 14 temporary hit points.
Okay, I'm actually Larry's not going to pay any attention to that, and Daisy's going to listen instead. Is that cool?
It's 6 allies. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Valen, did you say that your owl was going to listen, Valen? Is Sheila going to listen?
Is that?
It's fucked up. That's fucked up.
What?
I have.
He has to summon Shiva first. Now he's afraid to summon her.
I'm not bringing her.
Now some
You know, it's kind of sad that she wasn't out when those arrows fell out of the sky, because I feel like she would have gotten taken out.
Yeah, she probably would have gotten taken out by that. Yeah.
Now a bunch of people do wake up with temporary hit points every day,
man.
so if they want to give them to their familiars instead, that wouldn't be a.
Oh yeah,
absolutely fine,
I think I will actually. Booba will take the the 14 because I've got 10.
Yeah, I normally get 10, but
And they don't
Oh, you
stack.
know
The
what?
temp HP doesn't stack, right?
yeah,
Right.
no.
Temp HP does not stack.
I'll take my 10. Did we? What? So I'm hurt right now.
Oh, we just took a
Is
long
this
rest though.
after our
Yeah,
long
we're long
rest?
rested.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and click that long rest there, sir.
Oh, okay. Then I'll still do that though. And then everybody but me will take the 14 since I've got 10.
Okay. All right. So let's see here.
Take a long rest. Confirm.
Roll me a D100 here. Oh, okay. You guys set out towards the ruined site, and about an hour into your journey, you come across a very interesting sight. Climbing up over top of a small hill, you see that the snow at the base of this hill is completely soaked in red. It's spatters of blood everywhere, and the snow itself is torn up as if tracks of small creatures have raced back and forth in some sort of strange, bloody battle.
Can Larry translate it for us?
Oh, you want me to read the battle scene like from Princess Bride?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. I'll do that.
I have a lot of faith.
No, do it like do it like Willem Dafoe in Boondock Saints.
There was a firefight.
The big guy. The big guy.
Yeah, let me get out of survival here. I'll go ahead and guide that to down. Oh, it's not great. It's only a what is it? Survival. It's plus 10, so it's a 22.
22. You trace the you circle the site of this whatever it was, and you notice the tracks appear to belong to tiny creatures that you are familiar with. They appear to be rabbit tracks. Some kind of swarm of rabbits. It appears that two of them descended on each other from both the north and the south. And from the amount of blood here and the size of the creatures that you're aware of, that you're expecting to have dealt with, it was a massacre. And whichever group was victorious, it appears that they slunk back to wherever their nest is.
I'm sorry. Are you saying all the tracks are rabbit?
Yeah, rabbit tracks. These
So
appear
there
to be
was,
some
like,
sort of
rabbit,
flesh-eating hares.
and there was like rabbit on rabbit violence.
Rabbit on rabbit violence.
How big
Yeah,
are
tiny. They're tiny.
I mean, are we talking like regular size rabbits?
Oh
Or are we
yeah,
talking
regular
like-
size rabbits. Just in swarm format.
And I'm sorry. How close had we gotten to our destination at this point? Where are we?
Maybe an hour away. About an hour.
Okay, so this is just after about an hour we came across the signs of y'all. I've got to be reading this wrong. I don't think it's important. Let's just can't be right. Yeah, some Watership Down bullshit going on here, isn't it?
I was wondering if you saw that.
Exactly. Yes.
I mean this is weird, I guess. There's a little bunny battle or something that went down here. I personally don't feel any urge to learn more about this, and I'm perfectly happy to move along, but I don't know if y'all have questions, pressing questions.
Does anybody else have pressing questions?
How long ago was the battle, you say?
That's a good question.
The blood has frozen, so it appears to perhaps sometime early in the morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are there any corpses around?
No corpses, but you do find little tiny tufts of fur and little bits of torn flesh.
Okay, well that's good. At least they're just more or less counting coup. That's good, I
Finger
guess.
food.
How do we know that it was rabbit on rabbit violence?
Because there's only rabbit tracks.
I mean, there could have been something flying around.
Oh, that's an excellent point. Now, do the tracks indicate that there was like conflict between the rabbits, or?
Timmy, give me a survival check, Timmy.
Well, mine wasn't good enough. I see how you are.
No, yours is really good. Timmy's he's got a different look at some of these things.
That's true. That's true. He's got that perspective.
Check.
It's got a shorter perspective.
17.
How much?
17.
17. Timmy, you ask about something flying around, and you hear a crunch underneath your feet. You look down, and there appears to be the corpse of some kind of large bird, an eagle perhaps, that's been completely cleaned of all of its feathers and flesh.
I'm gonna pick it up and show it to the group. I'm gonna be like, I think it died of natural causes.
I have a terrible suspicion that angry gods want us to die by bunnies. I think we should get the hell out of here.
Larry, you look down at the remains of this bird, and you see that the bones show definite signs of gnawing, and the marks of the teeth appear remarkably like those of a rabbit.
Guys, there's only one explanation. They're flying rabbits.
I've never eaten a flying rabbit.
Well, you might have a chance today.
Oh, I wonder if they're like awakened. If we've got like a tribe of warlike awakened rabbits hanging around out here. That'd be cool.
Awakened bunnies.
That'd be cool. I wonder if they're like wearing little swords and shit. That'd be awesome.
I was thinking of them a little bit more like a street gang.
Could be. Like,
I like that idea.
One little group of bunnies has the little hair on top of their heads slicked back one way, and the other little group is like they're combing in the opposite direction. Yeah.
Little tiny greaser jackets.
Yeah. Little switchblades.
Hanging out in the corners, smoking their hay.
Come out and play.
The sharks and the jets in bunny form.
So you continue on your journey. And up ahead, you all see about a 20-foot high, irregularly shaped spur of stone jutting out of the tundra. It appears to be smooth and shiny surface that does not match what you all know to be the signs of naturally exposed stone that's been worn down by the wind or weather. This protrusion of rock appears utterly out of place, almost as if it had been thrust directly into the ground. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Perception.
24.
4.
Perception. No, that's not very good. That's 9 plus 5. 14.
27.
Woo! Did anybody get higher than a 24?
I got lower than a 24.
I got a 27.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Jackal and
What are you
Larry.
doing, Larry?
What?
What are you doing? Looks like you're preparing for a strike.
I am grasping what should be suspenders that I'm not wearing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You guys take a look at this this stone. Larry, you're focusing on this outcrop. It's not natural. It clearly appears to be not necessarily manually hewn stone, but perhaps stonework that was made by magic of some sort. This is also in the location that you know to look for the ruins. Jackal, though, you're casting a wider net here. You're striding out around and about, and you find what appears to be a recently dug 5-foot diameter tunnel entering the ground at a steep angle, about 20 to 25 feet away from the base of the stone.
That's like the gang's clubhouse right there.
There's no rabbit tracks around here, are there?
Give me a survival check.
28.
There are no rabbit
matter.
tracks. No rabbit
All
tracks
right.
whatsoever.
Successfully ruled out one threat. So this big stone here. I mean, do the eggheads? Okay, can the eggheads see anything about this? Does this look all magic and shit? Because it ain't right. It ain't natural.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and give me a history check.
Jeez. 16 for me.
Can let's see. I don't know for Trafalgar, I guess he feels the zen relaxation of of sort of like the Fae buzzing around him and making his circuits run smoother to give him guidance on that.
Okay.
Okay, well, with guidance, that's going to be a 25.
25.
Oh, wait, no, I get a D4 on that, right?
Mhm.
28.
Woo! 28. Trafalgar, this stone sings to you with the echo of arcane energy that once shaped it into a form greater than what's than what lays before you visible. You feel almost a resonance with this stone that extends down deep down beneath your feet.
So I will convey this feeling to Valen and the others.
Where is this?
So this is
stone?
so this is like a tip of the iceberg buried in an iceberg kind of situation. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Has the new map loaded up too, by the way?
It keeps trying.
Yeah, I don't know what's
There's
going
a
on
big
with
black
it.
thing in the middle, and all I see is the title of the
Yeah,
map.
you have it blacked out?
It's
It
like
should be
it's
clear
lost
on the far
fire.
right side.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah, there's a thing that says Lost Spire of the Netheril. I'm sure that.
Right
And
by
I-
where
I
it
see
says
our
level.
group
Yeah, I can see our characters, but I can't see anything else.
I can see myself.
Stop moving
right,
the
cool.
map.
So it should you should just be able to see like this spur of this is like a side view, so to speak, right there where you're at now, where the character tokens are.
Right where it says level 1.
Right above where it says level 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's what the spire looks like?
That's what's sticking out of the ground. That little piece sticking out of the ground right there.
Oh, weird. That's a weird shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I am hoping our maps are matching up correctly.
They're working.
All right, cool. Hold on. I'm going to add fog. Actually, no, not going to add fog. I'm going to use the draw tool. I'm going to draw I'm not going to draw a penis. I'm going to draw a pink line at the top and the right-hand side of the box that you guys are in, like the side view box. Is it matching up with the edges?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, perfect. All right, cool. It's been a while since I've used one of like the official maps from the book. All right, so you guys, there's appears to be a tunnel dug down into the snow and the permafrost below your feet. This stone structure continues down underground beneath you.
Are there any signs of anybody having used this tunnel lately? I mean, other than rabbits?
There's no rabbit sign. There's no rabbit sign, no rabbit scat. There's no rabbit tracks. There is no fresh tracks leading to or from this tunnel, but somebody had to dig the tunnel. It doesn't appear to be something that's ancient. It appears to be maybe a couple weeks old.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Looking at the map, it looks like it wants us to go down that.
Yeah, well, presumably that group that was murdered before must have dug this out in order to get down there. So I guess we're still following in their footsteps for the time being. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
You guys how are you all going down this? It's a rather steep tunnel.
So how does this require anything special, or can it be just walk down? Or
I mean, you could climb down it. It's not particularly special, but I will need athletics checks from everyone that's just going to climb down with no help.
So it's just like a ravine. I'm confused.
It's a tunnel.
It's just a hole in the ground at this point.
Is it that gray thing where the hole is?
It's 20 feet away from that spire, right?
Yeah, roughly.
I guess. I mean, you could take out a rope and tie it to the spire and toss it down there. That should give us about 25 feet.
Is it like a slide?
Yes.
Or you could do that.
Okay. I cast Blade Ward on myself, and I'm down in it.
Ah! All right. Never mind.
All right.
Great way to find out what's at the bottom.
Ubis, you dive in to this tunnel.
Oh, look at how fun that looks.
Yeah. You slide down. You're going to take 3 damage, reduced to 1. And you are over here. You move your little person.
Golden Girls.
Move your token. You're over there now.
I don't see myself.
You're right there.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we all, I look at each of you and I say, that's at the top, and I say, if we all jump, I can cast a spell I've been preparing, and we should glide down like a feather in the wind.
Nah, that's okay. I'm gonna borrow Trafalgar's new shield and surf down.
Oh shit!
I want to try it.
But you already have a shield.
Yeah, but I'm using this one. Nobody's using this.
Yeah, I don't want you to lose that. We're gonna need that later.
All right. Let's say we tested it.
I'm going to try the spell, Howard.
Okay. So, Trafalgar, do you want to step up to the ledge
You
with
want
us?
to float with me?
Timmy, do you want to as well?
Sure, why not?
I mean, what? Ride?
I trust you, Valen. You wouldn't lead us astray.
I'd cast a spell called Featherfall on us as we would jump down.
Timmy's like, that's awesome, but I kind of want to do like the whole surfing on the shield thing.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh, other neat.
Of course.
I got a 29 on my acrobatics, by the way.
Oh, you did it, and you look fucking cool as shit doing it.
Timmy also got 21.
Nice.
Timmy, you look almost as cool doing it, but you've got like the keg of beer on your back, and
Timmy's also surfing on the is going down on the shield while smoking a cigarette.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So
I
you
guess
pile up down there. Let me go ahead and reveal this room.
I guess the Jackal, Rhaegar, Trafalgar, and I'll jump down and I'll cast Featherfall on all of us so we don't take any damage.
Okay. All right, let me just move your tokens on over. A little bit tight in this area.
Like a tiger? Wait, like a tiger.
Yes.
Oh, like a tiger.
Yeah. You guys slide down into this room at various levels of coolness. Some of you just floating down gently like Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
And you arrive in a strange looking room. This slippery tunnel opens into this room that appears to be upside down. All the contents of this room are coated in a fine layer of frost. And across from the tunnel, there is a wooden door that's flush with the ceiling. It appears that this structure is upside down, embedded into the ground. The door is ajar. Somebody make the sound.
You're gonna have to turn that top and get it off.
Yeah. The door is ajar, and flanking it are two identical stone statues hanging down like stalactites. Across from the statues are sconces with upside down flames burning in them. Appears to be.
They're lit?
Yeah, the room appears to be lit by magical flames.
Are the flames like drifting upward or downward?
They are drifting. They are burning upside down.
Right, but like if you hold a match upside down, you know how the fire will come up the stem.
Mhm.
Is the fire going in that direction, or is it going in a downward direction?
It's just going in it's going in a downward direction.
Crazy. So the tower's up. So that means the spire we saw at the top was actually its undercarriage. Weird. So the tower's male.
Mm-hmm. Trafalgar and Valen, the spell work on those, it appears to be a spell of continual flame.
Okay.
So, however long this thing's been there, they haven't gone out. The two statues themselves appear to depict long-faced human dressed in wizard's robes and clutching a staff.
Do I see any signs of tracks here, either on the floor or on the ceiling?
No.
Okay.
And in fact, the room that you are in right now, just to keep this in mind, it is cold. It is quite cold. All the rooms and passageways in this tower are 12 feet high. And unless I tell you different, the ceilings, which are your floors, are all flat. Your doorways are 8 feet high and arched, being upside down, which makes them basically a 4 foot high barrier that you have to use to get from one room to the other.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Fair. Can like Rhaegar give Trafalgar a boost to check out any lock or trap mechanism on this door, I guess?
Give me an investigation check.
I thought you said it was open.
Oh, is it open? Oh, it's ajar. It's ajar. Sorry, you're right. You did say that.
No, it's a door. It's slightly open.
I was stopping myself from making that joke.
This is how you get into the
Oh,
jar.
I'm not above that.
All right. Well, I'll if it is a jar, I will go ahead and peek in to see what's on the other side of that. I guess
It'd be pretty easy. They're usually clear.
You peek in, and it appears to be a upside down set of stairs at the far end. That have been choked with rubble and ice.
Okay, I'm not sure how you tell if stairs are upside down or not. You just like made me go all MC Escher on this. So were the stairs were the stairs going from our direction further down into the tower but got choked off? Is that the deal?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Cool. All right. Well, I will
There
fit
are doors. There are actually, sorry, there are 3 doors on this corridor.
3. You mean including the one that?
4 doors. Sorry, excuse me.
I only see a total of 3 on the map, including the one we're coming through.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. There are only 3 doors. There are only 3 doors.
I go look for a 4th door.
Don't find one because there wasn't one to begin with.
But yeah, I will cautiously go in here looking for any signs of like people or traps or anything else.
All right. Once you make it over into this next room, you do find that there appears to be marks on the floor/ceiling, showing.
Did it look like bunny footprints?
No bunny footprints, but it does appear to be showing where things have been dragged towards the exit of the tower. You do find like an old stale corner piece of bread tossed into the corner. Someone has been through here.
Okay, but when you say that it was dragged along the floor/ceiling, are you saying the one I'm walking on or the one above my head?
Yes.
The one I'm walking on.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, all right, cool. So this is probably just signs of that other party having been in here. Any signs that they'd set up a camp or anything like that?
Not in this area, no.
Okay, cool. All right, seems safe in here. I guess I'll take a look at the door that's closest to the rest of the group there. Does this look like it's been used recently?
You take a look at the door. You don't spot anything, of anything worrisome around the door or on the door at all. It appears to be ancient wooden door that is shut but not locked.
Okay.
Otherwise very boring.
Sorry?
But otherwise very boring.
Yeah, otherwise very boring.
All right.
You proceed into the northern room.
Yeah, I'll open the boring door and take a look in.
And what you find here appears to be a abandoned ancient workshop of some kind. You see shattered and jumbled equipment and 2 heavy wooden work tables, one on its side and one upside down, one right side up, excuse me.
Presumably they look like they fell from the ceiling or something?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. But there is a lot of equipment in this room as well.
Okay. I'll report that back to the party, and then I will go and very slowly sort of meander through here and sift through things looking for anything of interest.
Give me a investigation check. Actually, no, you don't need to do that.
Oh.
You search through the records at your feet. Some of this does look like it may be of interest to Trafalgar.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a small iron key.
Oh. Y'all coming?
Y'all move your tokens if you're going.
Yes, please.
Yoink.
I'm going to thoroughly investigate this room.
Tools. I'm curious about what's further down the hallway, but I'm gonna kind of hover here just in case horrible sounds come out of that room.
I'm going to give myself guidance. 4 with that too. That's going to be 29 on investigation.
So Trafalgar, you check out the materials in this room. It looks like just about everything you have left. You have tables, you have tools, you have things in this room that would be useful for you even now, however many years it's been since this structure was abandoned and flipped upside down somehow. That you could stock a workshop, do very well with stocking a workshop for doing pretty much any sort of crafting short of what you would need a forge for or any particular arcane equipment or materials.
I'm sorry, repeat that last part?
Is you don't have any arcane material in this room, for example, but you do have equipment that you could use for, say, enchanting, or a blacksmithing, things like that, wood carving, scroll making, and so on.
Okay. Cool.
You know a fella who needs some scrolls.
There is quite a bit of broken glass on the floor, however. You can surmise that at least one of these tables hosted alchemical equipment that shattered upon impact on the floor.
I'm gonna tuck that.
That stuff is expensive.
I'm gonna tuck that iron key away with the suspicion that it's way too convenient and we probably shouldn't use it.
Yeah.
And right. So I guess what about the other door here? Does that look like it's still locked? I assume that these guys probably have been through. Oh yeah, that's another question. So all this broken glass, presumably, I mean, the other group has been through here, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So they probably already taken care of anything weird with these doors. I'll give it a quick once over before I open it. But
all right, you give it a quick once over, and it doesn't appear to be anything untoward with this door either. That appears to be the theme of the day. The doors are safe to open until they're not.
Yeah.
You look into the next room, and you see the floor of this room is covered in a virtual, for lack of a better term, a layer of broken glass and frozen pools of ancient spilled fluids, and the records of 2 cabinets. However, in a niche in the far corner of the room, bolted to what is now the ceiling, you see a very large metal chest.
is it closed?
It is closed.
Weird. Okay.
It has a prominent lock on it.
That seems weird that those guys would have come through here and not opened that.
It is about 12 feet up in the air.
I mean, that's just 12 feet. I mean,
is it hanging upside down?
It's hanging upside down.
Nice.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll let everybody know that that's there in case anybody wants to do something with it.
Does anybody want to do something with it?
If someone needs to get up there, I can cast levitate on you.
No, that's convenient.
If no one else wants to, I totally fucking want to.
Or we can stand on each other's
I'll let
shoulders.
somebody else do it.
Well, I mean, it's just sort of like Trafalgar's area of expertise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want Trafalgar standing on my shoulders, is what I'm saying. So the levitate thing sounds like a good idea to me.
I mean, if I can definitely try to unlock it.
I have a scroll of knocking.
In that we probably don't. That's like last resort. It's like if the other shit doesn't work. And
I was just throwing it out there.
Thanks. Yeah, that is a useful thing to have in your
if
pocket.
you don't use it, you lose it.
Do you?
I don't know. I've never used it.
Maybe you die with it and take it with
I
you.
mean,
You don't know.
you could put that into your spell book, couldn't you?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. Now I go to Google and check
Is it
out
a
the
scroll
spell knock.
knock? Yeah, you should be able to put that in your spell book.
Hey,
Knock is a wizard spell. You can absolutely add that to your spell book.
you could also add it to your joke book.
Yep.
Knock,
Um,
Knock, knock.
So, and I guess I'll give him the help action if Rhaegar wants to stand there. I'll stand on his shoulders and be a second pair of eyes on it.
Is it a ritual spell?
Oh, Rhaegar does that for sure.
What? It's a utility.
Every step Rhaegar takes is like crunch, crunch, crunch. Larry, if your passive perception, if you had to quantify it, wasn't quite so high, you probably wouldn't notice this metal chest tucked away in the corner in the ceiling. It doesn't appear that anyone came into this room.
Really?
No, well, the glass shards on the floor are, it's quite a thick layer. You can feel them cutting up the bottom of your boots.
I mean, I slide along to move it out of the way. I don't want to step on that shit. Weird. So they did go in the other room, but they never came in here.
Doesn't look like they bothered.
Huh. I don't think much of their professionalism.
Give me a perception check, please.
Sure. You. Perception is plus 10, so it's 21.
21. You look down at the glassy floor and you see that beneath the glass is an unholy amalgamation of who knows how many different potions. And beneath your feet, you begin to hear a slight sizzling almost. You smell like the bit of smell of burnt leather.
Fuck. All right, I guess these things freeze at a different temperature. Maybe we should get the fuck out of here and maybe the eggheads can examine this shit first. It looks pretty, but it sounds scary. I'm gonna skate back out. Come on, Rhaegar.
Rhaegar follows. Jackal, you've been hanging out by that other door for a while. Do you want to check that room out?
Have I heard any sounds coming from behind the door?
You have not heard any sounds coming from behind the door.
Does the door look weird?
Say what?
Does the door look weird? Strange? Different in any way?
The door appears to be a normal door.
I'm just gonna reach out, try to open the door.
All right, you reach out, you touch the door, and you push the door, and the door opens, creaking, but still opening. Valen, you're right there with Jackal. This looks like a very, very happy room for you and Jackal both. You see that this room, the walls are lined with floor to ceiling, or rather ceiling to floor, bookshelves that have much of their content onto the floor. In the middle of the room is a large table that appears to have lasted for quite many years.
Is it actually sitting on its legs properly?
It is sitting on its legs properly. You can surmise that perhaps the previous visitors to this tower, this ruin, may have had something to do with that. And then, just around the corner from you all, you see that there has been a tunnel, a hole hewn down into what was once the ceiling and is now the floor. Presumably leading downward further into the tower since the stairs were blocked. This room is still full of many books.
I'm going to start going through the books. down on all fours, hands and knees, looking through all these books. I don't care what
Okay.
anyone else is doing.
You find a number of interesting tomes, some of which appear to be spell books of various levels of preservation.
Oh.
Some of these books in this library have been destroyed by time and neglect or partially destroyed.
Did you write this specifically to hurt me?
No.
I need to know. Because
Give
this hurts
me.
me.
Valen, are you in there too? Eubis, you too? I see you've
I'm
moved around.
outside the door.
Yeah, I'll
I
go.
don't want to
I'll
be
go
too
in.
far away from everyone else. I want to be able to see where everyone is. So in case something bad occurs, I can like step in.
Okay.
I'll go inside and look at these other books.
All right.
I'll say to them if you find any books that look
Let
like
me-
they'd be worth something of interest, tomorrow I can switch up one of my spells and I can use it to restore the written scripture on the books.
Ooh.
You can fix the books.
I can fix any book, yes. It's my obsession.
Cool.
Hey, can I hire you? Because I really can commute to Fredericksburg because I need it for you.
Where is
If-
this Fredericksburg?
If
I might go and visit.
If I find any books that look like it's spell stuff, because I know spells, I'm just gonna throw them. I'm gonna throw them back at the doorway towards Valen.
Okay.
I'm gonna start a staff.
So, Jackal, you start sifting through books, and you find a couple of books that appear to be spell books that have some areas that have lost their magic, have lost their, their contents basically, but some contents remain. You also find a thick, very fancily bound book titled "Wizards in the Hollow." You begin flipping through this book. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. This appears to be written in Common, an archaic form of it, however. This is a tome on the birth of the Netherese Empire. You start reading it, and you find that this is about the lives of 3 Netherese wizards who were alive during that time.
Interesting. I'm keeping that.
Eubis,
Mhm.
you toss a couple spell books, or what appeared to be once spell books, but now the tattered remains of them. You come across a very finely bound book titled "Mysteries of the Faerun." Give me a history check.
Okay.
Don't forget, we save all the fairy tales and children's books for Lily.
Does it have pictures?
It has a very wild looking picture inside the cover. This is a book on the Faerun, who are a telepathic race of funnel-shaped monsters of malevolent intellect that lurk in the Underdark. And this book is full of many disturbing sketches of them.
Did you say funnel shaped?
Yes, funnel-shaped.
Okay. Weird.
And this, and it's telepathic.
Yeah, they're
creatures?
telepathic creatures, yes.
Telepathic funnels. All right.
Funnels full of teeth.
Tooth funnels.
That just fly and have multiple sets of arms and long twirling tails. They look like a sunflower meets a lamprey. Let me see if I can throw a picture up in the chat. I don't know. It might load, might not. We'll see.
Maybe not.
But they would feast on lesser beings, which was anyone that was not a Faerun.
But I'm telepathic, so I kind of know some stuff.
Yep. Here, I'll just post the link in the chat to the wiki.
Would I know who they are?
With a history check, you would have heard stories of them. As a bard, yes.
Ooh,
Oh wow, that's terrifying.
I
Well,
want
and I'm
one for a pet.
telepathic.
I don't. It's like a giant lamprey.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
ancient species that were driven into the Underdark many years ago. Many
Well, I know
ages
a
ago.
creature. I'm gonna be
They
watching
look like a
AJ
Lovecraft creation.
Mm-hmm.
They look so they're like telepathic digestive tracts with arms.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You.
Are those the flowers that you wanted to swap earlier?
Yeah.
I don't want that picture, but
I'll go ahead and pocket that book.
Okay.
That might be good reading later.
Yeah.
And
she's
any
very
other
nice.
magic? Any
I need
other
to not be
magic?
reading this creature because it's bad.
And
Any other magic book I get? I'm just constantly just throwing at Valen.
Yeah, whatever he throws at me, I'll just whatever she throws at me, I'll pick up and read.
All right,
So,
Valen, one of the books that that Ubis tosses to you is one titled "The Magical Wonders of Netheril." You start flipping through this book, and you find that it is appearing to be a collection of interviews, essays, interviews that were done with Netherese archmages, wherein they discuss their studies of ancient elven magic and the creation of a device, a magical item known as a mythalar.
Mythalar.
Give me a history check.
I was actually getting ready to say, should I roll an Arcana check instead?
Oh yeah, Arcana works. Yes.
Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, okay. Wait. Am I doing this? God, man. It's been... Oh, there it is. I was like, it's been like 2 weeks, and I've already forgotten how to play
It's
D&D.
been
30, no, 23. Yeah, 23.
So you would know from your arcane studies that a mythalar is a legendary, wondrous item. It looks like an enormous crystal ball. Typically, it would be contained in some sort of ornate cradle. It draws magic directly from the weave and allows it to be harnessed for various purposes by those who are attuned to the
So it's
mythalar.
a crystal ball of seeing, of scrying.
In fact, these mythalars that the Netherese used were the artifacts that kept their cities floating aloft in the air and empowered many of their magic items.
Oh my.
The largest of these were said to be over 150 feet in diameter.
Oh shit. So
Talk about flying.
that's impressive.
Those are some big balls.
All right, let me add this to my inventory.
Right, and you do have a few spell books, which we can discuss in the RP channel. Trafalgar, Timmy, Rhaegar, and Larry.
How many
you guys are
spell
looking.
books?
Roll me a D8.
Oh, nice. Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. 6.
6.
8.
All right, there are 6. There are 6 books. These are not complete books, but these are spell books that you could potentially pull some spells from.
Didn't I get a spell book earlier as well? Like there was one that I
do.
got that I don't think I ever added in my.
I don't know that you did much with it. I don't think you had any money.
Yeah, it was broke like a joke. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I did have it. I just didn't look into it.
Okay, so here's my plan.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna muscle one of these tables like over that 4-foot kind of ledge there, and onto the floor of that room, right? And then Timmy will stand on that table, and then me and Rhaegar are going to get in there real quick. We're going to push it over to the other side of the room so that it's under the chest. Then we'll run back out. Meantime, Valen casts levitate on Trafalgar, and then Trafalgar levitates up the ceiling, and then like turns upside down and does like an upside down moonwalk. And then goes over to the chest, and while he's upside down, he'll pick the lock on the chest, and then whatever falls out of it, then Timmy can collect on that thing, and then we'll tie a rope to it so we can pull Timmy back. How's that sound?
Sounds fucking great. What's that?
That was very methodical. Well thought out, I'd say.
What'd you say, Timmy?
Timmy's got like a rope on him, and
we'll have a rope tied to the table so we can pull the whole table back.
Okay.
Right. So
and the people's going where?
Or I can actually, I mean, you're stronger than me, so I could go on the table if you prefer. But like one of us can go on the table, the other two can muscle that table over into the other room, so that we're not in direct contact with the floor. Then two people like real quick, because like it doesn't seem to affect us immediately, can like push it along so it's underneath where that chest is. So that way, because when Trafalgar opens that lid's gonna open, and then shit's just gonna fall out. But then the two on the other side can just like pull shit back, and that way there's somebody there, like not necessarily directly under the chest, but if shit like falls somewhere else, can collect it, and come back.
Very well thought out. I like your thinking.
Really? It sounded
Yes.
stupid to me, but okay, I'm glad.
No,
When it came out of my
very-
mouth, it sounded smarter than what it sounded like when it was right in my head.
But it was very smart.
So here's how that's gonna go. So you have that you have all the glass and the frozen materials at the bottom of the room. Yada yada. So you push the table out into the room. Larry, you come over and the table. You get the table pushed out to where you're kind of underneath of where you need to be for that chest. Trafalgar, you examine this chest. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All right. 12 plus 9. It's gonna be 20, 21.
Did I need to cast levitate on him?
I mean, yeah, that was the idea, so that Trafalgar
Alright,
walks along.
I'll burn the spell slot.
The former floor, so that he can be up there to manipulate it without having to worry about that. Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's not a spell slot. So my skin glow, like these purple like lines show up on my face and on my hands, and I walk over to Trafalgar and I just run my thumb down his shoulder, and immediately he starts to lift off the ground.
Whoa!
In a very gentle yet familiar movement that indicates that this has been done before.
Are you trying to say something, Jackal? Are you jealous?
Maybe.
I can make you fly one day. It's okay.
Valen and Trafalgar have a weird relationship.
Yeah.
I can show you the world.
Trafalgar, this chest appears to have a mundane lock attached to it. You do catch like a bit of a feeling of a faded arcane protections that may have once lain on this chest, but are now faded. You are able to spot a very, very old trap associated with this, whereas if you were to fail in attempting to pick the lock, a dart would shoot out, perhaps covered in some kind of poison. However, the age of whatever poison would lead you to believe that perhaps you would probably be fine regardless. It appears to be eminently pickable. Go ahead and give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Thieves' tools. And I'm going to give myself guidance on that. That's a +3. And that's going to be +4, 18, 21.
That'll do it. Larry, you're poised below this chest, fully expecting for things to fall out of it, correct?
Well, like I said, not actually below it, but like on the table enough so that like if stuff falls out and like spills off the table, I can go collect it. So I'm sort of like off to the side a little bit. Plus, I'm also looking up at Trafalgar, who's upside down, and Larry just keeps giggling. Because like he's like upside down, and I'm looking up at him, and he'd be looking up at me, and I'm like, this is weird.
You do realize after he has unlocked it and begins to open it, though, that this chest is upside down. Therefore, anything within it, you can definitely expect it to begin to fall.
Also,
Right.
if I open it carefully, literally anything in the chest is going to be in the lid. So I just open it carefully and then start putting whatever in the bag of holding.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Without
So
it spilling out.
You find a potion of cold resistance.
Ooh.
You find a potion of force resistance.
Mm.
You find a potion of supreme healing.
Damn.
You find a potion of storm giant strength.
Ooh.
Yo, quick save right now. Everybody huddle up.
Right?
Like this
Boss
is
battle
literally
incoming.
for real.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We got the save point
Hey,
and the adventure
quick
music
question.
and everything.
Yes.
Back when we found that creature, that like fairy thing, whatever it was, that gave us those boons, that was like the one that was like cold resistance. How long did that last for? Or resistance to cold damage?
All right, hang on.
I thought it was like
I
24
think
hours.
it's a number of uses.
Well, I know it was, but I want to know how long like each use was good for. Like if it's 24 hours, I'll hit myself with one right now, because I know I've got like I think I had 3 or 4 uses of mine.
All right, hang on. It's loading. It's
Yeah,
fucking bullshit.
I'm
It's the internet right now.
about to hate what I'm getting ready to do.
Creatures. Loading. We're just loading. Just loading. Loading, 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 loading. Where's Morgan Freeman when you need him?
Quick, where's Andy Dufresne?
Let's see here. You had cold resistance. All right, so basically, as an action, you can give yourself cold resistance that lasts for 24 hours.
Okay, and I think it's how many charges?
That's only one use.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you write the name of the charm down?
I did somewhere, but I don't remember. Tree might have it.
That's okay.
I thought I put it in my notes on my character sheet, but it's not there.
Was it if it was cold resistance, that's what it is, charm of cold resistance. If it was charm of biting cold, basically it's a bonus action, and then you can put cold damage on all your weapon attacks.
No, mine was definitely the cold damage resistance.
Yeah, so it lasts. It's one time, but as an action, and it lasts for 24 hours.
Okay.
After which the charm disappears, fades. So yeah, you guys do this operation in the room. You're able to collect these potions. Make sure you update your character sheets. And you're able to make it out of the room. And presumably, I presume you pull the table out of there so it's not smoking and causing a fire. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely correct. Since no one else is saying anything, and I'm probably not even in the room, Yeah.
I mean, at this point, with the things at Trafalgar, is somebody write down what he said we got to? Because I didn't make note of that.
Oh, I didn't either. Is there any way you could just post that in the chat?
It was a supreme healing potion, a potion of cold resistance, a potion of storm giant strength,
And a potion of force resistance.
and a potion of force resistance.
Potion of force resistance sounds so vague. That's weird. Like force. Isn't force
There's
everywhere?
there's not a lot of things in this game to give you resistance to force damage.
Oh, force damage. I guess that's less weird.
Yeah.
Jackal, you guys have collected a number of books in this room. These appear to be ones that were left by the previous group. Perhaps they had limited space to pack things away.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes. What are you doing, Ubis?
Am I done looking at all the books?
Yeah, you're done looking at all the books.
Do I see the hole?
You do see the hole.
Blade Ward. Down the hole.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my god.
All right, Ubis. You leap before you look. And you land the next
Is it like
level
a slide?
down. No, this one is like a hole in the floor. So you're going to take,
That's all right.
let's see, 6 damage reduced to 3.
Okay. I'll take that.
And you are now right here. You're also prone.
Where
Looking,
am I now?
you're right here.
Side. Up, down. Where am I? Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe I should. It didn't reload. Let me reload.
Where you are, Ubis, you have landed in a room that contains 2 heavily corroded metal cages that are obviously very much damaged. About 5 feet away from you appears to be another roughly dug, hewn hole, presumably leaning down further into the next level of this tower. You see narrow windows on the southern side of this room, exposed to cold earth, on this bowed out wall here. And there are two other doors in this room. One to the north, one to the east. Does can anybody see that?
Anything?
No.
All right, hold on. I'm going to reload. It's going to take me
I
a minute.
still see just the first level one and then the original place.
All right, hang on.
I even just refreshed just to see.
I'm going to refresh now.
So while we're refreshing, just so I get this straight, so Ubis sat there.
Jason made this just for me because he knew I'd jump in holes.
Yeah, but very very quietly, like reading for like 20 minutes, then stands up, dusts herself off, runs across the room, and jumps into a hole. Are we still like navigating the potion thing at this point, or have we come into the room at that point?
You will have probably come into the room right as Ubis casts Blade Ward and leaps into the hole.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just turned to the rest of the group. It's like, I just cannot get a beat on her.
I don't think any of us can. She's a complex figure.
Yeah, very complicated. Yeah,
a lot of
Yes.
word for it.
Very complex. Put a hole or a slide in front of me, I'm gonna jump in it. Oh, there's level. Okay, there's level 2. I see.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And you can see on the far right, I've exposed more of the side view of this tower.
Oh goodness gracious!
Fallen into the ground. So you're looking in this room. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Actually, give me a nature check. You're looking around. Inside of one of these heavily corroded metal cages appears to be some sort of not fossilized, but
11.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't know what it is. It looks like some kind of giant insect.
Oh. I gotta look at it.
but arms. It appears to be a creature that stood approximately 7 feet tall, 4 arms, with articulated fingers, 2 legs, insect, some sort of insect.
How far up? Like how far did I slide down?
You slid down. It's like 15 feet.
Okay, I will telepathically tell the jackal that there's a insect down here that was like 7 feet tall, and it's in a cage, but it looks dead.
It's clearly dead. Yeah, it's on the borderline of fossilized.
It's fossilized. If that helps.
So I'm peacefully looking through these books. Most of them are in different languages I don't even fucking read. And I'm just having the time of my life when all of a sudden I just get this image of fucking huge bugs. And I jump up and I start screaming, bugs! 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 No context.
You had to put a hole right there too, didn't you?
Yeah, there's another hole right there. There's also two rooms, one to the north, one to the east, perhaps.
I'll just telepathically say, there's 2 more doors down here. There's 2 cages, crap in it. Well, one's got crap in it. The other one's got a bug. You also come down here. It's fun.
Yeah, I imagine I probably alarmed a lot of our patriots might be on the way if they're feeling rescue-y.
Who's going next?
Valen leans over the hole and says, "Are you dead?"
Trafalgar dives down the hole.
Oh shit!
Is Trafalgar still levitating? I could just like push you over to it, and then you could just like.
I don't know. Is Valen still concentrating on it?
I am concentrating on it until you say, like, you don't want me to any longer.
You can go ahead and drop that levitation, and I'm just gonna.
The purple on my body just fades away. The basically like the purple veins and markings just fade away. My eyes stop glowing, and he instantly falls to the ground.
Aw, I was enjoying the Trafalgar balloon.
Trafalgar had already pushed himself, so he would be on the ground at that point.
Oh, okay.
And I answer when Valen says, "Are you dead?" I go, "Yes, I'm dead."
Shit, we've got ghosts.
Ubis and Trafalgar, you hear something coming from the tunnel that goes further down. It almost sounds like snoring. Just a faint sound of snoring.
Is that a hole or a slide?
There is another hole leading down to the next level in the same room that you're in right now. Yes.
It doesn't look like a slide though.
Does not look like a slide.
Damn it. All right, I'll wait for everybody to come down.
Everybody going down?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a relatively easy way down?
It's pretty easy way down. I mean, if you're not jumping in, you're not going to take any damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, were you saying I'm being reckless?
I mean, you're the one that cast Blade Ward. You know it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, a hole in the ground, you don't want to cannonball into it, but I mean, you know.
Look what I posted on
it wasn't like it was 100 feet or something, which this one might be. Yeah, that's big, exactly. Why not? Except I'm resistant to cold, so that wouldn't hurt as bad.
All right.
Funky.
It is weird. What are you guys doing? Are you guys investigating these rooms, or you're all able to hear the faint sounds of snoring echoing up from the room below?
We go down?
Sure would be great if someone had a invisible friend that could go scout that for us.
Yeah, that's where I was about to go. Yeah, Daisy will invisibly flit down and take a peek.
Okay.
Is this place lit, by the way? Are we
Oh
still
yeah,
like
everything is lit. Everything is
Cool.
lit by sconces on the walls with continual flame.
It feels lit. If it's not lit now, it's about to be.
Yeah.
Do they produce heat? Valen would check.
Daisy flies down.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You know who else can turn invisible? And go search it.
Daisy flies down. I don't have a token on the map for Daisy. And it doesn't look like my internet wants me to. Oh, here it is. She flies down. In the room below, there is propped up against the wall in the corner what appears to be a human man, dressed in cold weather gear, and sleeping. Daisy wouldn't know anything else as far as how to describe this individual.
Okay, that's cool. There's another figure on that map. Does she see that thing as well?
She also sees that thing as well. There appears to be some sort of undead creature standing guard over this human, this apparent human resting. The faint snoring sounds are coming from this human.
Okay, and that your constant use of apparent human isn't at all suspicious.
No, I would never try to fuck with you like that. Yeah. Yeah, this room here.
Not at all.
Daisy's looking around and she's relaying all this to you, I'm sure. But this appears to be a room that had been, at one time, a wizard's laboratory. There are upside down storage cabinets and cupboards and empty shelves fastened to the walls. There's shattered glass and alchemical equipment strewn about the floor. And there are arcane symbols painted on what is now the ceiling. In the middle of this space, there is another 5-foot wide passageway punched down, leading to the next level of the tower.
Cool.
And
so, go ahead.
I was going to say, and this wall here next to the tunnel is partially collapsed, leading into this next room.
Okay. So I guess I'm probably actually Daisy may probably let me share senses at this point. Look around. So I got a couple questions. So first of all, does it look like there are like provisions around, like signs that this apparent human is actually living here, like a camp, food, anything like that?
There is a small bedroll, but there's no fire going. There's no prepared meals. There's nothing that you would expect. You would expect someone to have, a pot of soup or something like that on the boil, but there's none of that.
How's he dressed?
He is dressed
cold weather gear.
Oh, that's right. You said he's cold weather gear.
He's like a young, chunky Gandalf.
Young, chunky Gandalf. That's cool.
There it is. There it is.
Hey. Oh, look at that guy.
What?
Actually, Larry, give me a history check with advantage.
Okay. Ooh, that is on one of them a nat 20, so that's a 19.
This is very fucking strange. You recognize the face of this person. It was the face of the man burning alive in the town of East Haven the night that you guys went there.
Oh,
shit.
Okay, that's cool. I don't think Daisy is going to do anything else. Having ascertained all that, I think she'll come back up and we'll convey that to the rest of the group. Oh, that undead dude. I mean, what is he? How's he outfitted? It, her, they, whatever.
It appears to be a white. He is dressed in studded leather armor. He's armed with a sword and shield, and he is clearly guarding over this apparent human.
Cool. All right. Smells like a necromancer. A sleepy necromancer. So yeah, I will report that to the folks. So what do y'all want to do? Do you want to investigate through these doors here and risk waking them up, or do you want to go down and deal with that directly?
I'm here for the journey, so whatever you all decide to do, I'll follow you.
I say we check the rooms out just because we're here.
I don't want to be flanked.
It's all the journey, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
I feel like the person in charge wants us to check out the rooms.
Yeah, I'll Daisy and I will sit here and keep an eye on the hole if y'all want to check out shit around here.
Okay, I hear that.
What?
Nothing. Are you guys looking at the north room or the east room? The east door or the north door first?
I'll listen at the door in the north room.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Okay. Can I turn? Does it have like a handle on it or anything? Like
yes, you reach down, you grasp the handle, and
it's unlocked.
It's unlocked. You're able to push the door open. Inside this room, you see a table sitting in the midst of the middle of the floor. You see that clinging to the outer wall is an upside down fireplace. And alongside that same wall is a window open out to a stunning view of rock and earth.
Nice.
This is another room with a number of books scattered across the floors.
I'll scooch back and I go, more books.
I'm getting my ass in there.
All right.
I get confused every time you use the word floor.
Yeah.
Okay, can we make up new words for it, like fleeling and sore or something? And
Yeah. There are books scattered across the fleeling.
It's much better. It's all much clearer now.
I'm sure. You start going through the books, Jackal. You don't see any that are salvageable that look to be spell books, but you do find a delightful looking short book titled Ajamar's Guide to the Fantastic. You start flipping through that. It looks like to be some sort of treatise on illusion magic.
I always wanted to learn how to do illusion tricks.
Yeah, it appears to describe some clever ways to use common illusion spells. One interesting application seems to be using the cantrip Minor Illusion to summon some sort of opaque box or crate from within the spellcaster could lurk unnoticed by anyone passing by.
Don't
That
pull
sounds
any,
pretty goddamn clever.
Don't pull any rabbits out of anything.
That's a solid snake thing right there.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, I'm totally taking the book with me. It seems neat.
The next book is one titled The Unfettered Mind. And I think, so we got Ajamar's
Better living through
Guide
chemical
to the
experimentation.
Fantastic. Yeah, and then The Unfettered Mind. This appears what one might charitably describe as a lunatic text. And it appears to be a very long, very wordy, and very boring discussion about how one might exist solely as a disembodied brain, preserved for eons in some sort of magical suspension fluid, including sketches of brains in jars.
Excellent. Taking this one too.
It's all theoretical.
If anything, I can use it as like a conversation starter at a party.
Hmm.
Because
Who is the author? Like Walt Disney?
Oh, this one, for the Unfettered Mind.
Jesus.
It's the author is, I don't know, the
Walt
Una
Disney.
Crossbow or I don't know.
Never heard of him.
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, it's Dick Nixon actually.
Bill
Oh.
Gates created a thing called Amazon. No, I'm joking.
Anybody else looking at some of the other rooms, or do you want me to just kind of describe some of the rooms to you?
Sure.
Yeah,
All right. So,
I mean, we're gonna go through them all. So.
okay. You guys check the room to the west side here. So Jackal, you duck in and you turn around to say something to the rest of the party looking outside. This room itself filled with the shattered remains of a desk and some chairs. But you find you're unable to make any sound. It appears that this room has some sort of permanent silence spell that encompasses it. It's a reading room, of course.
I politely request while you're in there to fart as loudly as you can.
Very nice.
There's a foul smell coming from the room, but there was no sound. There was no sound. And Ubis
Been
is
waiting to let that loose for the past hour.
Half the party walks in and just gets a relieved look on their face and then runs back.
Oh
in.
yeah, yeah. Oh god. I mean, when you're traveling together so closely, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Here, you find the other end of that staircase that you spotted on the top level.
Okay.
Huh.
You also see partially buried under the rubble the human remains.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why don't we just prestidigitate the shit out of the stairwell?
It's too easy.
The dirt and-
It's dirt and boulders and ice.
Yeah.
It's too much. Prestidigitation wouldn't work for that. It's like particulates is all prestidigitation can do.
And I
Terrible.
literally took mold
too
earth.
That might work.
Well, yeah, actually, I looked it up. It doesn't.
Ah.
I could turn a 5-foot square into difficult terrain, but I can't turn it into like normal, like fixed things and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I can shape things to create words and images, like beautiful, like you know, like wall sculptures, but I can't like create like steps or anything like that.
Oh, really? You
I
can't
can-
like dig away earth or anything?
I can dig away earth, but the problem is it doesn't create like steps. It's just I like excavate dirt out of one area and that is it. Like imagine
He can
like
maybe-
these holes like that have been made with like the slide, like that we're going down. Like I could make that.
But you could like uncover stuff that's just buried right there, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cast minor archaeology.
Yeah. And I mean, I do
he
also
could
have
probably-
Go ahead.
I said you could probably fly us out. If
I
we
don't have
need
fly.
to. I mean, not fly,
Pick
but
up the levitate.
levitate. I don't know.
Levitate only works on one person, but
Oh
we
yeah, I
can
wonder
try.
how we're getting back up that hole.
Well, but I mean, he could. Someone can levitate, and then there's a rope, and we can. It's
Gonna
only like
spider
15
monkey.
feet of fall.
You're right. You're right. That's a problem for tomorrow.
Valen would say, I can only use levitation once a day. To do it more than once would require me to prepare the spell for the day. I can just do it naturally.
I have a
We
unique
can-
trick I could use. I can find something dead and make it carry us up.
Okay.
But let's not worry about that yet.
Sure, right. I mean,
But it is good that we're thinking of these things. Yes.
you
We
can just
could ride the whole way.
you can just naturally once a day make shit float. All right.
Yes.
Noted. That's weird.
That's cool.
It
That's
is
cool.
a family trait.
You're a weird guy from a weird family, Valen.
Yeah.
You also see that this last door leads to what was once a spiral staircase that's now choked with rubble as well. Hence the use of the holes in the floor for getting back and forth between the different levels of this tower.
So like
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead, Valen.
Well, I was gonna say, so are these holes just like smooth surfaces that like slide down, or are there like ridges and grooves that are in the walls that we can use to potentially walk down or like handhold climb up and down? And also the
These
holes that protrude into each level, are they like one hole on the floor protruding down into the ceiling, and then there's a massive like we literally fall like 5 feet? Or is it just like the rubble and dirt just glides us down into a specific spot?
Can you please use the word fleeling to avoid
yes,
confusion?
yes. From fleeling to the floor, it is 6 feet. There
I'm
is
sorry,
like
I'm laughing.
there is a gap of like earth and stone, but earth between these different sections.
Yeah.
So it is about a 15-foot drop. But there is like there is natural handholds. These were dug by hand tools. They don't appear to have been dug by magical means, leaving some sort of smooth, frictionless surface.
Okay.
You're not trapped down here by any means. And this ruin is Netherese. Trafalgar, maybe not so much you, but Valen, you particularly would know that this thing has been here for over 1,000 years.
Oh wow. Oh my, look at the
Yes.
architecture.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
Can I raise the insect and bring it with us?
Actually, with that dead insect, go ahead and give me a nature check.
What happened to the zombie Durgar we had?
Oh, he's still in the bag.
Yeah, he's in the bag.
We do have a body in the bag.
He's
Guys,
not floating.
killing people.
There's gray matter floating in there with him, and he's like trying to trying to get it. Can't get it.
I rolled an 11 on my nature.
An
Can
11.
I get guidance? Guidance?
I can give you guidance.
I think if somebody was to so that's not enough, not quite enough to figure out, even with guidance, to figure out what manner of creature this is. This appears to be some sort of monstrosity.
Would a bardic inspiration work?
I think it has to be a humanoid that she can raise.
A guidance plus a bardic inspiration may get her there.
D8.
Yeah, that may.
Okay. Hey, look! I used guidance for the first time in like 4 games.
All right.
4.
Jackal, roll a D4 and a D8.
And a D4.
Monstrosity sounds so judgmental.
19. 19 is good enough.
Yay! Thank you.
This is a monstrosity. This is a Thrycreen corpse.
Oh, I'm playing one of those in another campaign.
Yeah. It's a monstrous people. They're a humanoid. They're not a humanoid, but they're a race of creatures that are much like any others, different in their culture than humans or shifters or elves. But
All right, I hear you. I hear you trying to be culturally sensitive, but I still hear you using the word monstrosity.
you have to be technical about it. They are a monstrosity.
We prefer politically correct.
They are a monstrous humanoid. But yeah, they resemble kind of a giant praying mantis.
Nice.
So, like the image that Tree shared.
Yeah, that was very well.
So I take it I can't raise monstrosities.
Correct. I believe that Animate Dead is a humanoid creature only. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, though, please.
No, I'm pretty sure you're
You
correct.
see.
I've been
Undead
wrong
servant,
before.
pile of bones, small, humanoid.
Plus, these guys have exoskeletons. So that kind of
Which would make him an extra awesome ally.
Would be.
So you could recover the carapace out of there.
I mean, he's not using it.
He's
gonna
not
help
using
him use it. So yeah, I'll throw a couple of plates I can get my hands on in my bag.
So yeah, you've got a carapace.
Big shield, armor, anything.
Can you spell the creature?
Yeah, THRI -KREEN.
Okay, carapace. Cool.
Yeah, they're relatively rare in the Forgotten Realms, but they are there. They do exist. They do exist.
So there's really nothing in the rooms.
Nothing, no.
Okay, I turn invisible, cast Blade Ward, and I jump down the hole.
Okay, so are you like cannonballing every time?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But I'm gonna look this time. I'm gonna look at everybody and I go, "Look, I know there's something down here." Because Daisy said there was something down there apparently. And so I'm gonna cast Blade Ward first, and I'm gonna go, "See you later." And as I'm jumping, I'm gonna cast Invisibility.
Make a good first impression.
Is Blade Ward concentration?
No.
No. Okay, but invisibility is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blade Ward's a cantrip. I can do that all day long.
Right. So you take 7 points of damage, falling damage, halved to 3. Because you cannonballed in like a maniac.
Yeah.
You land in a heap of limbs, invisible, but not indetectable. And immediately you spot this large undead servant of this individual, this apparent human mage, swivel his head, focusing towards your direction.
I slowly scurry away.
Give me a stealth check.
The slow scurry.
Come on, baby.
You got to beat a 21.
Oh, I don't know. That's gonna happen. 19.
19. You hear a voice go, "No. Who's there?" And they're going to go ahead and a grapple on you.
Disadvantage.
That's a good thing. That's a disadvantage. So you need to give me an opposed athletics check. You need to beat a 12.
Uh-oh. That could be problems. Oh, no. 15.
15. You hear the voice of this white. Goes, who is there? Who's there? Zahn, wake up! And the wizard, napping quietly in the corner, wakes and stands. And goes, "Why, Quintus? What? Why? Well, I was just trying to rest. I thought perhaps this time it might be."
How far away did I get?
You can go 5 feet this way, or you can go 10 feet this way. If you'd like to slip by them, I'm going to need you to make some sort of a check.
No, I'll go 10 feet. That's fine.
Okay. You hear the white speak to the human. Zahn, there's someone in the room with us. What do you do? What do the rest of you guys do? You're all crowded around this hole like
I'm just
like a
waiting.
bunch of fucking ice fishers.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what Ubis does with this. I mean, she
Can I-
she clearly had a plan when she jumped in. I want to see what it is.
Oh, yes, of course. Can I telepathically send a message to one of them and just go, "Hey, the wizard's up. I think they know where I'm in here."
You down the hole. Does the wizard look pissed?
Yeah, can we respond to this telepathy?
No.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Ubis and Daisy can both do insight checks.
I thought Daisy was back up top.
Nah, she's down there still.
No, Daisy came back up to report on
Yeah,
everything.
she came back up. I'm the only one down there now.
Okay.
Daisy was
All
hanging
right.
out with
Now's
me
your
at the top of
chance,
the hole.
Jason. Now's your chance, Jason.
Give me an insight check.
Oh no. Advantage?
No, just regular.
It's worth a shot. Oh, wait, what is that? 8 or a 6? Oh, there you go.
Ooh, yeah. The wizard doesn't seem angry. He seems almost hopeful.
I think the wizard's glad we're here.
But we can't respond to any of this. I guess at this point, now that the insight check is done, I guess Daisy will sort of like flit down and invisibly poke her head, sort of like in the hole, just to see what goes down. Just to
All right, so she's
just because somebody should witness Ubis's demise.
all right. So she's invisible. She's there. You hear the white Grintas speak out. We know you're here. Whoever you are. If you mean us no harm, we mean you no harm.
So it's coming from the White Walker.
Comes from the undead servant. Yes, the undead white servant of the wizard. You hear Zahn speak up. Yes, that's quite right. We've come into a bit of trouble. Perhaps you could help.
I'll turn uninvisible.
All right. You turn invisible. The white shuffles to the side, and the human wizard approaches. The human wizard approaches closer. You see Krentos start to stop him, but he pushes his hand away, steps in front of him. Hello. It has been a while since I've seen anyone. What brings you to the ruin here?
What did bring us to the ruin? I don't remember.
Adventure.
Impulse.
What seriously? What brought us here? I have no idea what we
Um,
why we came
All of
here.
those things.
The blank look on Hubis's face as Hubis frantically tries to think of an excuse.
I
Well,
honestly think we came here to run away from our responsibilities. If you want to convey that.
perhaps you come randomly, or perhaps to fuck with some greater being. Perhaps you chose this path that led you here. But it's a fortuitous event. Would you help us?
Yeah, sure.
That's wonderful. He's overwrought with emotions.
Do you want a hug?
Suddenly I get a feeling we've committed to something we don't know what we've committed to.
You see, Krintos. You see, Zahn appears quite eager for a hug, but Krintos grasps his shoulder and goes, "Perhaps exchange of names. First, I am Krintos. This is Zahn. Who are you?"
My name is Zim the Simple. I haven't used that one yet.
Give me a deception. Give me a deception check. I don't know why I'm asking you for that, but go ahead and give me one.
That's an orc name. Let's see. Come on, big money. Big money.
Big money. Big money.
That's
no
a
whammies.
6. So that's a 23.
Well, Zahn looks at you and goes, "Well met, Zim. Welcome to the Lost Spire of Netheril. I am Zahn." Hubis, you look at this person's face. This is a dead ringer for the individual name and likeness that you watched burn at the stake in East Haven.
I'll go, wait a minute. How are you alive?
What?
I saw you burn.
I don't know what you mean.
Are you a witch?
What? I'm a wizard.
Oh. But we came into town, we saw you burning.
What? What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
There was a whole lot of stuff that happened after that too. It was a lot of garbage.
My maker. Okay. You see, I am a simulacrum of my creator, the original Zahn. And I need your help. You see, this tower is a fragment of what was once a Netherese flying city. It crashed nearly 2,000 years ago. It's said to be somewhere underneath of the glacier to the west. No, to the east. I always confuse these. Look, I am not like you, but I want to be. And there's a chamber below us that can take illusion and turn it to reality. It can invest the life spark of a living creature into one such as myself. I am just a creation of snow and shadow. I have no life spark of my own, and Krintos here, my undead bodyguard, is no help. I assure you, we will pay you But perhaps you could help of your own free will, goodness of your heart.
Hmm.
Now, all of you hear this above, and you think, "Ah, that's Ubis down there with him."
Yeah.
Yeah, after he says that, Daisy conveys it, and everybody up top, just like you hear snickering coming from above.
I
Do you have? Is there more of you? Is there more
Yeah,
of you in the second level?
as he hears the snickering, I'm gonna go. If you don't mind, I've got a couple companions with me. I'm the leader of the group, so if you'd like me to, I can have them come down, and then we can all talk about this. Would that be
Who
okay?
decided Ubis was the leader?
I did.
Well, I mean,
I think
course.
Ubis hears laughter coming from upstairs.
Ubis clearly is the leader in that she jumps into all the holes first. I mean,
But I'll just ask: is it okay if they come down? Like nothing's gonna, like they're not gonna try and kill you. I mean, because I could have killed both of you immediately already. But
Kritos growls at that. You see his dead gray flesh that's drawn tightly on his bones and his face, locking into its scowl. It almost looks like the scowl becomes even more pronounced when you say that you could kill them both.
you're already dead.
But
You're already dead, so it doesn't
exactly.
matter.
I am already dead.
Do you mind if my compatriots come down? I mean, we can definitely help you out with this.
I don't know if we believe you. And then Zan's like, "Oh yeah, sure.
All right, I'll telepathically send up a message. Come on down, it's all good. They're a bunch of pussies.
So you guys
coming down?
You guys all coming down? All right, everybody comes down. There's so many of you.
this feels awkward now.
It does. It does. It's so awkward now. Zan takes a seat on a bench over there next to the wall, and the rest of you come down to the room. Rhaegar just kind of wanders over to this other hole, looking down. And you hear Zan when Rhaegar leans very far over and goes, actually, I wouldn't get too close to the edge there. There's a beast down below. It's why we're here and not down there.
Why would you say that?
Oh, what kind of beast?
I believe it's a basilisk.
Oh,
I've never eaten basilisk.
Mm.
What the heck is a basilisk?
It's like a large lizard-like creature.
Oh, sorry. It's the lizard that can turn you to stone.
Oh,
it's very strange.
Secrets.
It's like a medium-sized, 8-legged iguana.
Do you remember the bull that we fought that could petrify us? It's like that.
Does it breathe on you, or how's it do it?
It's
It
its
looks at
eyes.
you.
It looks at you.
It looks at you. So does it looking at you turn you to stone, or does you looking at it turn you to stone?
Both.
If you look into its eyes, when it looks into your eyes, you will have to take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so we shouldn't get romantic.
Your body will have to resist it.
what is a saving throw?
Yeah. What is a Constitution?
I'll introduce the rest of the group to those two, and then just kind of sit back and make some bacon. Are you hungry? Do you want some bacon?
Actually, I don't really eat. I am made of snow.
Way to live it in, Ubis.
So what's that like?
you say?
How's that working out for you, being made of snow?
It's not good. It's not
No?
good. I try to rest, but I can't recover any of my spells.
So you were sleeping and trying to recover, and it wasn't doing you no
I've been
good.
trying to reach my maker, but apparently he is dead.
Yeah,
Why did you burn him?
All right, yeah. So, yeah, a little information would be kind of cool here. So, evidently, I guess he was coming back with a group of folk. Maybe you knew them who had come here to check out this place. And
Oh yes,
according,
they were it's a plucky adventurer party. They were very nice.
yeah, they're dead too. Sorry, my
Oh.
condolences. But that was insensitive. But yeah, evident
This is terrible.
from what we were told, like on their way back to East Haven, your creator, from what they said, killed the whole party. And then when they got back to town, they did, one of those, sort of like, expedited backwoods trials, I guess, and immediately found him guilty and put him to the flame pretty much immediately. So that was our introduction to East Haven. We kind of walked in and he was on
Oh.
fire there. It was weird.
Oh, he killed them all.
Well, that's what they said. That's what the report was.
I can't say I'm particularly surprised.
Oh, was he that kind of? I mean,
He was not a nice man.
Okay, all right. If there's anything you need to get off your chest, now's the time. Yeah.
I mean, he made me and he left me in this hole.
Abandonment's no joke. I feel for you.
So I'm here. Hey, but look, we met you here now.
Yeah. Small world.
But look, there is a chamber below. I would like nothing more than to become a real person. There is a chamber below that
What's
can
beyond
take
this
an
door?
illusion and turn it into reality.
Is this
But
the
I
same chamber where the basilisk is?
I
feel like you're going to say yes.
Then I won't say it. It's next to the room with the basilisk.
I feel like I've heard this voice before too.
I don't know if you have. I don't know.
Hey, so real quick before we help you out with that, do you know why like your creator and the plucky group of adventurers all came here in the first place?
They came to get artifacts or materials from the Netherese. It's very valuable. My creator came to the Icewind Dale. He was looking for the lost city that this tower belonged to.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Well, so you need so down this hole is the basilisk, and basically you just need us to take care of the basilisk, and then you get to the room next door and become a real boy.
Yes, but I have to have the assistance of someone who is of the arcane persuasion, and he looks directly at Valen and Trafalgar, and then shakes his head and looks at Valen with big puppy dog eyes.
Sorry, this is all technology. There's no magic going on here.
He doesn't look at
all
me.
Natural technology, baby.
Why does he need somebody else?
Because he's
You
not a
asked
real
that question
boy.
out loud.
No, I'm just kind of asking because I think that I missed the explanation somewhere.
Okay, yeah. Basically, he said that that a living creature is needed to activate the chamber.
Okay, yeah, that makes me super suspicious. Is it going to be like a sacrifice?
No, there's no sacrifice. No, it's
Insight check.
I was literally about to say the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Natural 20. 29. Wait, hold on. It's not 29. Hold on. It might not be a 29. Let me check. Insight 25.
25.
Wait, guidance. 27.
Oh yeah.
So that changes everything.
So, the room itself he's not lying, but maybe he's not as knowledgeable as he thinks he is.
Oh, he thinks he's a real wizard.
But he's not aware of any type of sacrifice or anything like that involved.
Why didn't your master just help you to go through this?
He's
Why
dead.
did he leave you here?
He said he would come back, and he wanted me. I've been compiling books and reading since he's been gone, trying to find information on the lost city of Yithrin. The
Hey,
city
And what
that
have you
this
found?
belonged to.
I'm gonna
You see,
open up the door.
This spire belonged to a city. It was once a tower, a mage's tower, perched on the edge of the city, and I suppose when the city fell, when the Netherese Empire fell, it's what we believe that the tower broke off and landed here. And there's a nice view of what the tower would have looked like in its prime, perhaps.
That's really cool.
Oh, look at that.
It would have been majestic, floating above, one with the clouds. "2,000 years it sat here waiting for us.
Cool.
Waiting for me, perhaps to become more than I am now."
All right. I would like to bonus action. Well, I guess we're not really in combat at this point. I'd like to cast 2 spells if I could.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Blur, and I would like to cast what is it, Thornskin?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to pull the bandana under my hat over my eyes to go all Daredevil and go, well, y'all, I'll head down and kick this shit off.
Don't go just yet. I wanted to look inside this room.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
if we're going to be going, well, we're going to be going and taking care of this basilisk in order to get you to this room. Do you have anything that we might be able to use that would help us to defeat this thing? Some of were there any of the artifacts left behind that might be useful?
No, there was a few weapons and some wands and things like that were collected. There might be some potions up above. The group, they didn't want to go in and disturb the potion room because of all the
we got
ambient magics there.
We got those, y'all. I'm on the clock. If you want to open up those doors and look in them, go ahead, because I'm about to run down there.
Yeah, open up
All
the
right,
door.
so you open up some doors. You reveal the bottom, another level of that spiral staircase choked with rubble. You also reveal a room that has been arranged into some sort of almost like a functional office. There is a table in the middle, and that table is surrounded by a small stack of books.
I go through the books.
Oh shit! No, you're not going to start reading. Bye. I go down.
I'm not reading. I'm just looking.
Goddamn bookworms just keep holding up the game.
You also Valen, when you go in there, you also see on top of the desk there is a amulet. This amulet is a magical amulet, obviously, and it has there's a faint whirring noise. Coming from it. It's about a 4-inch wide disc, composed of a silver framed wood, and it has a rune carved on its face. Give me an Arcana check.
20.
20. That's exactly what you needed. This appears to be a shield guardian amulet.
I pick it up.
Nice.
This is an attunable magic item. It's one that's in D&D Beyond. You can add it to your character sheet. It is rare. It is a Shield Guardian amulet. You attune to this item, and you feel a connection through it to a automaton construct that is tied to the amulet itself, a protector, if you will, and you can feel it very distantly in the southwest. You can attempt to reactivate it, but only if the Guardian's there with you. If you go to it, would you be able to do so? You also find several books. Do you speak Elvish?
Give me 1 second. No.
Okay.
That's weird.
You find an Elvish tome titled The Lost Scroll of Sabrail.
Take it.
You find a book titled From Shadow Substance.
Fuck it, I take them all.
This is a work.
Down a hole.
This is a work detailing how an illusionist might use magic to harness the weave to bring an illusory object into reality. You find a book titled Here Lies the King. And you find a book titled Ventitost. Those are all in the thing. And you can ask him about them later. Because Larry jumped in the hole this time.
Woo. I turned invisible, Blade Ward, and I jumped down the hole with him.
All right, so Larry...
When I don't jump down the hole, I use the grooves that were used to dig it out, so run around like a.
All right. So you do this, you do that, Larry, and Ubis plummets right past you, smacking into the ground at the bottom of the bottom of the hole.
Holy fuck!
Ubis, you take 5 points of damage, half to 3, or to 2. No, excuse me, to 2. And looking at both of you, its mouth open wide with its
Ubis
teeth.
is invisible.
Unable to lock eyes with Ubis, and unable to lock eyes with the blindfolded Larry. I need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay! It's pretty good.
We make a good team, Larry. Hey, look at that.
As you guys jump in, you hear Zahn speak up. I wouldn't necessarily do it like just fuck it.
Okay, I rolled it. I forgot to click on my token.
Basilisk. It's not a normal basilisk. It's a greater basilisk.
They don't listen to anyone but themselves. It's okay.
Click on my token. I'm in 18.
DM, can we see down in there?
It's like 15. It's like 15 feet down to get to the floor. It's like 6 or 8 feet. It's like, well, it's not 50. It's 8 feet. It's like 3 or 4 feet of tunnel. It's very hard to see down in there. You can't see the creature. You can't see the creature. You can see Larry and Ubis at the bottom of this.
Well, you don't.
Hole.
You just see Larry.
You just see Larry. You can't see Ubis. Larry's there, standing there with his blindfold on. And Ubis is invisible.
I would like to summon something down on the ground between the two of them.
Okay.
I would like to summon a celestial.
Should everybody just roll initiative at this point?
We're just going to roll initiative at this point. Yeah, we can do it in turns.
Here's your
It's like
chance,
you guys
Jason.
aren't gonna be the only ones to have fun.
No, you're not far away. You can leap in that hole.
I really want to get the group
I
to
didn't
go
say I want to
and
do
kill
it.
guardians.
I said I want to send my servants down into the hole.
Hey, it's like 9:45, so we got to get this rolling.
Yeah.
That's a very small room for a basilisk that big.
Oh my god, this room must be just like full of shit.
You hear Zan up above. Going, it's not the most pleasant of smells down there right now. The basilisk. I don't know why it came in here, but it came in through the tunnel above
Came in
earlier.
through the bathroom window.
See, the hallways and the stairwells are not filled with dirt, rubble, and rocks.
Yeah, it's a
Some other
basilisk shit.
material.
It's
Petrified basilisk
shit. Turns out when a basilisk gazes upon its own dookie, it turns it into stone.
Oh.
Stone
Oh,
dookie?
thank goodness.
Ooh. We're learning so much.
Learning so much every
Yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew so much about basilisks.
Do I have everybody in the combat tracker? I haven't been paying attention.
I think
Yeah,
so.
they are.
I do not see Timmy there.
That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5, 6.
Timmy needs to roll.
How does Rhaegar have a 0? Or
Timmy
we
got
not roll for
21.
Rhaegar yet?
All right, hold on. Let me roll for Rhaegar here. Hold up.
Dang, Timmy, the Jackal, and the Basilisk are all going first.
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh wait, Rhaegar does he get advantage on his initiative?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I don't think so either.
Do basilisks understand any like language, or are they just like a simple creature thing?
They are a monstrosity that does not have any language.
They're using that word again.
Yeah.
Except language of love.
Maybe I can persuade it.
Some monsters is gonna be
I'm gonna seduce the basilisk.
What's that?
Maybe.
Wait, what?
Seduced.
You
basilisk.
going to seduce the basilisk.
Oh yeah, give me a
Seduce the
Yeah,
basilisk.
it's got an intelligence of 2, so I'm sure this will work. Yubis, give me your best basilisk mating cry.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
That was pretty good. That sounded really gravelly.
Pretty good, yeah. I'm down with that. That's cool.
Giraffe.
Oh my god, I'm trying to load up this damn stat block, but it's fucking computer. Hang on.
God damn it, Timmy.
Oh, damn it. I almost had a 25 on performance on that.
I don't. I feel like your actual performance is much better than that roll reflected. Dude, just don't listen to the critics. They don't know what they're talking about.
You have? Can you give yourself inspiration?
Are you doing the right dance with the call? Is the question.
Do you have inspiration otherwise that you could use to reroll?
Who's trying to reroll?
No,
Are
just
you
roll
trying to
persuasion.
seduce the fucking basilisk?
No.
Oh, robot.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
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 All right,
So
I'm
hold
not
on a
trying to
second.
persuade the basilisk. Yes, Christy, that's me. Except I'm invisible.
You gotta do the right mating dance.
Holy shit. Come on, this fucking thing needs to fucking load.
That's right. God damn it.
Oh my god! I just found the best thing on Instagram. Somebody put a Roomba on a pool table, and they put balls like near the corners, and they all bet to see who wins.
We could
that's
play.
pretty good.
We could play pool, but why do it ourselves?
That's awesome. It's the dumbest game ever.
And that tower looks like it was really precariously built. No wonder it snapped off.
Yeah, right.
Just showing
All right.
off.
Oh, Timmy.
All right. First up in combat is the basilisk. First thing it is going to do is, Larry, you don't see this with your eyes. You see this with your blind sight. But you see it rear back.
You feel it in your loins.
And takes swipes at you.
Cool.
It's going to take 3 attacks.
I got blur on.
And it's going to make those with disadvantage.
Yeah, it is.
Come on. Disadvantage. Attack 1. The 12 to hit. That misses.
Mm-hmm.
Attack 2. It's a 14 to hit. That misses.
Mm-hmm.
And attack 3. That's a 12 to hit. And that misses.
He, on the other hand, takes 12 points of piercing damage from all that.
Ooh, did not like that. He did not like that one bit.
Timmy's not in the combat?
No. What did you roll, Timmy?
21.
Oh.
21. Oh, shit. Timmy goes first. Timmy, we're going to retcon that. You go.
Lucas,
Oh, no.
I'm
Timmy's nervous.
You don't.
Hey, Wes, you're a robot now.
Yeah.
Turtle disrespect. Did you jump down too?
Timmy hasn't jumped down or anything.
Yeah, he's still up top.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
I mean, Timmy's a little nervous going down there. I mean, there's a lot of like fornication and violence and
fornication. Yeah, Timmy heard
like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Timmy, you heard that mating call down there. You're like, don't know about that.
No. Yeah. Timmy, all right, fine, whatever. Timmy's gonna go down the hole.
Okay. Timmy, you jump into the hole. I need Larry. I need you to give me a DC 15 Dex save.
Sure. Uh-oh. Nope. That's a 13.
That's a 13. All right.
I'll burn a lucky. If I can see him, I'll burn a lucky.
From where you are by the door, I don't think you can see down the hole.
Oh shit! All right.
That's okay. That's okay. I rolled 10 points of falling damage for Timmy since he just jumped through the hole. So we're just gonna split it. So Timmy and Larry both take 5 points, and you're both prone.
Damn it, Timmy!
Damn it, Bobby!
Actually, that hole, the way that Timmy would aim. Give me a Larry and Ubis. Give me a D20 rolls. Whoever's higher does not get hit by Timmy falling.
13.
Hold on. Let me fucking figure it out. Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's a 6.
All right, so Timmy, you do not land on top of Lair. You're landing on top of Ubis. Ubis, give me a dex save.
Okay.
Interrupts the mating call.
Yeah. Trying to be all sexy, and here comes Timmy.
Way to
And
ruin the
fucks it
moment.
up.
Ubis says, "Didn't you see the sock on the door?"
So
All right, so
18.
18. So Ubis, you feel it more than you see it, and you're able to
That's what she said.
you're able to duck out of the way of Timmy as he flies down and lands on the ground. Timmy, you are prone. Nobody else is prone. Timmy, you take 10 points of falling damage.
Holy hell!
So you get for jumping down a hole.
I know. Who does that?
That's what she said.
Up.
Heyo.
Like that's good because that would have sucked if I was prone because that would have negated the disadvantage there.
But Timmy, it looks like you've only used half your movement speed to get down there, so you won't stay prone. You're going to be able to stand back up. So you're not prone. You're not locked into being prone because you don't have half your movement left. But yeah, you're looking down at this greater basilisk. Man, it looks like it would be pretty cool if you could put a saddle on that fucking thing. But
Hey Timmy, I can't.
How big is this thing?
It's a large creature.
So like, what would you say? Like maybe like 8 feet high or something, or
like it had to shimmy through those
I thought
5
it
foot
was
holes.
Monstrous.
The large monstrosity creature.
There's
So
that
yeah,
word
it's like 4 feet high at the shoulder, but it's like 12 feet long, just kind of curled up in a 10 foot by 10 foot space, striking out from there. The main bulk of its body there.
So Timmy's not prone. Timmy's going to try to climb onto the back of this thing.
Okay.
Oh god.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
Give me a athletics check.
Ooh, an athletics.
Ubis, Timmy is really just horning in on your action here.
No, I don't like this.
That is a 19.
Oh, that'll do it. You climb up on the back of this thing, and your token disappears underneath.
Totally C blocking me.
There we go. You're up on top of them. Let's see. You needed to make that with disadvantage, though.
Oh my god! All right.
Because you're much smaller than this creature.
That's a 26.
All right, cool. So yeah, you have climbed up on the back of this thing.
Cool. So do I actually get actions, or does the whole like prone thing and get
that replaces one of your attacks? It's like a grapple.
Okay, so but I get one more attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take out my I got and I'm just gonna start bashing it in its head.
Oh.
Make an attack roll, please.
This doesn't seem romantic at all anymore.
Well, to me, likes it rough.
That's really rough.
Oh wow, that is 25.
That hits.
All right.
Yeah, Timmy calls out, "I like it rough," and then everybody upstairs, you all look over at Krentos. Krentos lets out a chuckle. The undead wight. He's not scowling in anger anymore. He's got like a little grin on his face now.
That is 5. That's 8 points of Duergard Hammer specialness.
Hell yes. Smacks into him. It does all the damage that you did. And go on over to the jackal.
Alrighty, I'm standing next to the hole. Can I see a bit of floor? All I need to see is floor.
Yes, you can see floor.
Excellent. Alright. I have never used one of these before, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So if I'm doing it wrong, I trust you guys to tell me. Summon a celestial spirit down for them.
Okay. You got the stat block for that?
The what?
Should be, if you look in the spell, it should have the
Yeah.
stat block for the thing.
Yep.
God damn it! I hate this when it cuts down your fucking sheet size. Keeps doing that to me.
I like to open up the sheet in a separate browser window or browser tab, just because it's easier to read stuff and keep track of it.
There. It's C for celestial. Say
I
what?
think Wes is trying to say something, but I'm not entirely sure.
Wes, you are a robot tonight. I have given my curse over to you. Hello?
We've all
Christy?
left GM. I'm here.
Christy? All right, so yeah, you summon a celestial there. It's the C icon there.
Okay.
Do they get to do anything right now? Do they roll initiative? Do they go after you? What is the terms of the summon
So when
celestial
you
spell?
cast the spell, choose Avenger or Defender. Your choice determines the creature's attack and its stat block.
Okay.
Which one did you
so
choose?
I haven't chosen yet. Should I make him so he defends you guys down there or attacks with you?
Dealer's choice.
Let it attack you.
Okay.
So it will be armed with the radiant.
Armed
All
with a
right.
what?
Does it get radiant bow? Does it get to?
Yes. The creature is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, the creature shares your initiative count that it takes a turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands, no action required by you. If you don't issue it any, it takes a dodge action, uses its move to avoid danger.
All right. Cool.
So there we go.
All right. So what is your command?
To follow the actions of the guys down in the hole with it.
Okay.
So if they stop attacking, I want it to stop attacking. But if they're all attacking, I want it to keep attacking.
Okay. Cool.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense. All right. So is it using a ranged weapon, by the way?
Damn it! Now I'm trying to pull open the thing again. No. Yes. So Avenger, it uses radiant bow.
Okay.
If the bow is going to be a problem, we can put it on Defender and it will use a mace instead.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that
it
makes
would
more
get
sense.
it would have disadvantage if it was attacking as the ranged weapon that close to this thing.
Okay, then we'll go with the radiant mace melee.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and make an attack.
Your spell attack modifier to hit reaches 5 foot on target. Hit is 1d10, 3 plus the spell's radiant level damage. I'm sorry, most of this is Greek to me.
It's okay.
As far
So
as
your
how to
spell,
put an attack together.
so your spell attack modifier is going to be your proficiency
Wisdom.
bonus plus your wisdom score.
Yeah, should be the same as any of your spell attacks. Like if you got like
Yeah, it should be on your spells
gold or
section at the
something like
very
that.
top. It
Yeah.
should have modifier, spell attack, and spell save DC.
or in your attack actions under your cantrips should be there too.
If she has a attack roll cantrip.
Oh, that's true. That's true. No, that's a saving.
Rolls a dead to
throw.
save though.
So it's probably like
Someone else is going to have to look at mine because I don't know what I'm looking for.
Your wisdom is 22, so that's plus 10.
Yeah. So
Okay.
roll a d20 plus 10. That'll be your to hit.
So 19.
19 hits.
Okay. The celestial can choose itself or another creature it can see within 10 feet of the target. Creature gains 1d10 temporary hit points.
I think Timmy's the only one I can see since the other. Well, no. Larry's visible. Ubis is invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Timmy.
invisible.
Timmy should already have temporary hit points from the inspiring speech earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, you can give them to me. I don't have any temporary hit points yet.
10, but yeah, I still have 10 points left.
Well, if you took the inspiring speech earlier, you'd actually have 14.
14.
Well, 14, but yeah, jumped down the hole really fucked up Timmy.
So, oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to give me the temps, a couple of temp hit points, I wouldn't mind that. If you want to D10 that shit.
Okie doke. 10.
Ooh. Not that it'll ever hit me.
I mean, it only has a +8 to hit.
So I don't know how to tell how much damage it does, or if it just
I was
does
like
the
I think it was D10 plus 3 or something,
That's
right?
nothing.
D10 plus 3 plus the spell's level
plus
radiant damage.
the spell level. Oh, okay. So it'll be D10 and it's 5th level. So D10 plus 8. Cool.
I don't understand. Hitting with that gives you health, not damages the basilisk?
Wait, what?
Is that what's going on?
Wait, does it not do both?
It doesn't do both.
All right. Your spell attack modifier, blah, 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 radiant damage, and the celestial can choose another creature. Yeah, it does both.
Yeah.
So where's the damage part? Because
It's
1d10 plus 3 is to hit.
Yeah. No. That's the damage. 1d10
That's the
plus
damage.
3 plus.
You still got to roll the 20,
plus 5.
the
So it's just
D20 to hit.
Yeah, well,
Which-
she's already
which you
rolled
already
the
did. So-
D20. Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Yeah.
roll
Yeah.
1d10 plus 8 is the damage.
So that's
Okay.
10. So you already rolled that. That's 10. Oh, that was a temporary hit points.
Yeah, that was for the temporary hit points. So
Okay, yeah. So roll another D10. This will be
There we go.
plus
plus 8.
8. So 16 points of damage, radiant. Chipping away at this thing. I don't know. We'll see if it lasts throughout a whole round of combat. I don't know.
Chicken wing.
Thank you for helping me figure that out.
That's
Yeah.
no problem. This is a cool spell. Larry, you're up, and Ubis, you're on deck.
Cool. Quick question. So we were talking about the possibility of, instead of using the favored foe shit from Tasha's, to possibly use the one from 1D&D. Are we doing that, or are we sticking to the?
Yeah, let's
Current.
fucking do that, because when they came out with the class options thing for in advance of when they released Tasha's, it's the exact same thing that they did in 1D&D. So it's fixing a
Okay.
problem that should have been fucking fixed
Okay,
2
cool.
years ago.
So what this means, though, for this first attack, I'm not going to have advantage, which is weird, because I'm going to use my bonus action for this hunter's mark thing. And I don't want Daisy to come out to give me advantage, because I don't want her getting caught in that gaze.
Mm-hmm.
So I am just going to do this with a normal swing, and I guess I will use I'll use Rhyming Blade on this. Okay, so Rhyming Blade's this dice. So that's pretty good. That's a 14 on the dice. So that is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. All right. So I guess the blind sight kind of like Fey things kind of like, zoom in on this guy and boop, 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 kind of mark him to make stuff cooler. And let's see, Rhyming Blade, these two, plus Hunter's Mark now is that guy. Here we go. Yeah, that's all the stuff. So it's not great. It's a 10, 29 points of damage.
Ooh, shit.
That's that was a lot of 1s and 2s and shit in there.
Hell yes. Thing's looking hurt.
Yep. So he pokes that with the mind poison dagger, which is sort of encased in crazy fey ice, and leaves sort of like an icy wound on the thing's side.
Hell yeah. Ubis, you're up, and Valen's on deck. Ubis, you're invisible. Otherwise, we would be asking.
Yeah.